Whoa.
If you don't want me to sound the alarm, you'll get me out of here.
What's up, everybody? We're here talking about Star Wars Outlaws, and I got an exciting little three guys here with me to talk about the game. Why don't you guys introduce yourself? Tell us what you did on the game, and, well, we can get right into it.
Absolutely, my pleasure. My name is Jason Cook. I'm an Associate Realization Director here at Ubisoft Toronto.
Hello, my name is Bogdan Drgic, and I'm a Realization Director and Cinematic Director for Star Wars Outlaws, based on Sweden, Massive.
And I'm Michael Hollenbeck. I'm the Associate Animation Director here at Ubisoft Toronto, and also for Star Wars Outlaws.
Excellent. Well, Michael, you still have it, so why don't we get into you first? What'd you do on the game?
So we helped to create over 120 realization scenes for the game, and as well as all of the landings and takeoffs that the Trailblazer ship does.
Can you explain a little bit more what is that transition scene all about? What is that 120? A lot of us really don't know what that was. Bogdan actually and yourself introduced us to that today. I was like, oh, that makes total sense to me now that I'm here.
Yeah, I can start with that. So basically a realization scene is a miniature or a short cinematic moment. It's designed to help the player find an objective or a location or an item that is needed to help progress the story narratively throughout the game. And they're designed to be short and sweet and kind of seamless. And they just really allow the player to have a really immersive experience without it being frustrating in any way possible. It's just a really nice narrative experience to have.
Excellent. Bogdan, how about yourself? What exactly are you focused on here?
Yeah, so I'm overviewing the realization of the game, meaning that I'm support for creative director with a broad kind of coverage over cinematics, dialogue scenes, and the realization of the game, what Michael just explained. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Excellent. Jason?
Yeah, so like we mentioned in our presentation, when we talk about realization scenes, we talk about like the connective tissue that bridges the gap, say, between a full-on cinematic and the actual gameplay itself. It just makes it a cohesive, seamless experience throughout for the narrative.
How much pressure did you guys feel when you found out you were working on a Star Wars game?
I don't know I would describe it as that. I'd say it was more excitement.
Fair.
And a huge amount of passion. Everybody who's been involved in this project just brings their own love of Star Wars to this project, and we can't wait to play with all these toys and work with all these amazing characters and ships and play in this galaxy. It's been a dream come true.
Yeah, so for me, I'm very familiar with IP. I worked before. I had the opportunity to work with Industrial Light and Magic on Solo, a Star Wars story. So that was a big shock for me, working with Ron Howard and big names like Nigel Summers, VFX supervisor. For me, it was excitement, and I saw it as a big opportunity, an opportunity for us to contribute to this amazing universe and to bring something new, and the challenge to create a unique experience for the player through our lenses, basically.
Fair.
Yeah, and for myself, it was a fantastic opportunity, but it was a bit of pressure to just make sure that everything was correct and right and fit within the galaxy. For example, the ships, the physics that the ships use, what we've seen in the past, we wanted to make sure that the ships that we've animated today for the game also feel like they come from that same galaxy, adhere to the same kind of regulations that those ones would adhere to in the game that you see, or the films that you see,
yeah,
and as well as the creatures as well. We just wanted to do justice to all the creatures and the animators that had come before us within the IP, and so there was just a bit of pressure, but also opportunity and a nice challenge to be able to research it, discover it, and bring our talent to the.
What was the biggest challenges that you guys found creating the game that you were able to overcome and be a highlight? I know, Jason, you were talking about the ship earlier, right? But taking off from the ground and out into space. Is there any other challenges that you were like, man, I don't know if we can pull this off?
There was not really too many challenges we weren't confident that we could pull off, but there are just general challenges like making seamless transitions into and out of gameplay, into these little narrative moments that we have. Those tend to be kind of technically challenging in general. So every game goes through a phase of trying to sort that out technically and making sure it's working, and then stress testing it and bug testing it to make sure that's you have a real seamless experience and it doesn't really break your immersion in any way.
I think for me, it's creating a unique experience in a well-established universe. It was a challenge. It was a fun challenge, and also making sure that the player understands that story as well as we do, and without going through all the research and all the build-up that we had the luxury to go through, behind the scenes. So creating a cohesive and easy to read experience that is also fun, I think that was our target, and I hope players are going to feel that we achieved that.
And another thing we mentioned is this has been a global effort across a bunch of different Ubisoft studios, and I think that is essential in being able to create such a high quality experience like we've had before with multiple planets and dozens of characters that you're going to meet. Without the collaboration of all these teams around the world and folks at Massive and all these amazing talented artists, we wouldn't have been able to pull this off. So it's something that only Ubisoft could do.
Very good, very good. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. We can't wait for the game Star Wars Outlaws. August 30th is not that far away.
Very much. Enjoy.